Hello, everyone. This is Mohammed Zahir, a training solution architect in Red Hat EMEA. It's a pleasure to introduce to you this tutorial on writing a Red Hat preliminary exam. In this tutorial, I will show you how it's easy and exciting to write a remote exam from your computer, from your home or on your office. There is no need actually to drive or to walk to the testing venue. So before we start discussing remote exams, let me tell you let me discuss with you the value of Red Hat certifications. The International Data Corporation, IDC, which is the premier global provider of market intelligence, it studied the business value of Red Hat certification and the impact of Red Hat certified IT professionals. They found that certified staff can handle more challenging and complex tasks and have increased capability and higher productivity levels. They calculated a return of investment ROI of 409% after 3 years of investing in Red Hat certification. These fantastic outcomes result from the amount of time and experience put into Red Hat certification exams to produce a real life experience solving complex technical problems. So let's discuss the difference between writing a certification exam and a preliminary exam. So certification exams are typically 2 to 4 hours in length. These exams validate that you have the skills and knowledge necessary to use the technology associated with the certification in a product environment. A production environment. After passing the exam, you will receive a Red Hat certification ID, a print-ready electronic certificate, and an electronic badge. On the other hand, Red Hat preliminary exams are 1 hour in length. These exams cover useful knowledge of a technology, but do not validate the entire set of skills required to be fully proficient in its use. After passing the exam, you will receive Red Hat certification ID that proves that you passed the exam. So how do you prepare for the exam? Sit in a class and attend the training required for the exam. For example, if you would like to write the PE 124 exam on Red Hat Enterprise Linux Administration, it's very recommended that you attend the RH 124 training. With Red Hat, there are many options to attend the training. We call them training modalities. For example, you can attend the training by sitting physically in a classroom. This is what we call face-to-face instructor-led training. But with the current pandemic situation, it's better to attend the training virtually utilizing video conferencing tools. This is what we call virtual training, VT. To elaborate the continuous learning, we have the self-paced training option that we call Red Hat Learning Subscription. With Red Hat Learning Subscription, the learner has access to the full library of our training courses, webinars, and lab environments. These are available for Red Hat Academy via similar tools. It's very important that before you write the exam, to give yourself enough time gaining the knowledge and performing the lab exercises. Always remember that practice is your key success factor to pass the exam. With the pandemic situation again, we have introduced the remote exam modality to write the exams from your home or any place where you have an adequate internet connection and a computer. There are some requirements that are needed to set up your exam venue. Definitely, you will need a computer to create operating system boot media. You will need a media drive, which is a USB 2 or later flash memory of the size of 8 GB or larger. You'll also need a media burner application to burn the bootable media image on your USB memory stick. There are many applications available for Windows, Mac, and Linux, machines, today I'll explain to you how to use DD Linux tool to create the boot media. You also need the computer that you will use to write the exam. This could be a laptop or a desktop. You'll also need an external camera that exam proctor will ask you to correctly position uh, to monitor the environment around you. Similarly, you will need a microphone for the same reason. Failing to supply any of these requirements, it will make you, unfortunately, unable to write the exam. Your exam computer will boot from the bootable media that you created without touching anything on your local hard drive. Your hard drive is not visible to the exam operating system in order to secure your personal data. So let's see how to do this practically. A week before the exam, you will receive an email with instructions to build your exam environment. In this email, you will find a download link to download the bootable operating system. Download the operating system, putting in your mind that the image download may take a significant time as the image is about 2.5 GB in size. Then from your Linux computer, connect the USB memory stick, open the console, and run lsblk to find the attached drives. Let's assume that it's labeled SDC. You'll need root or sudo access in order to run the DD tool. Now run the DD tool, defining the input image file that you've downloaded and the output destination that represents the USB memory stick. In our case here, it will be SDC. Please be careful selecting destination media to prevent damaging your local volumes. After command completes its job, run again lsblk command and verify that you can see the partitions copied to the USB media. Now the bootable media is ready. From your exam computer that can be, by the way, the same computer you used to create the bootable media, connect the USB memory stick. Then start the computer, interrupt the boot sequence by pressing delete, F2, F12, depending on your computer's model, and select the flash memory as your EFI boot media. Use the setting page that will display to you to make changes such as the mouse touchpad speed, the region, the language, the sound levels. Adjust the screen resolution also to the best readability for you. Okay, please note that you're allowed to have one screen only on your lab environment. If you have an external screen like the one I do have here, you must shut the laptop lid. Also, wired keyboard and a wired mouse are only allowed, or you can use the laptop's integrated keyboard or touchpad, but you can't use both the integrated and the wired keyboard at the same time. If you're using a desktop, this will be the right time to connect and test the microphone. For a laptop, test the microphone too. Also, this is the right time to connect the camera. Even if you have an integrated camera in your laptop, you must connect an external camera with good long cable to show the 360 degrees of your exam room. If you connect the keyboard, the mouse, USB memory stick, and the camera, you may run out of USB ports in your computer. A USB hub is allowed in your exam environment. It's also crucially important to connect the test your internet connection. Wireless connection is supported, but it's very, very highly recommended to have a wired connection in your computer to the internet for stability and quality purposes. Close the settings page. A forced browser page will show in full screen, okay, with a login prompt. Enter your Red Hat user credentials, and this is enough to start your exam. Your responsibility is to perform all of these tasks days before the exam scheduled date in order to verify the environment is working properly. On the exam day, 30 minutes to 1 hour before the exam time, log into the exam system. You can you will find your exam. You should see the scheduled exam on your in your in your interface on the interface an hour before the exam is scheduled time, but you can click the exam link 10 minutes before the scheduled time. Now the proctor will start a browser-based chat session with you, guiding you through the pre-exam tasks, and will show you how to start the exam. Remember that all our Red Hat exams are practical exams. Don't expect multiple choice or open questions. The required tasks are accessible from the exam interface itself. You will find the list of questions with ready buttons done and revised next to each one of them. These buttons have no effect on your exam results. They are just there to act as reminders for you if you'd like to revise some questions. After you finish the exam interface will log you out of the exam. And please remember something really very important. Please remember that a part of the grading scripts task is to reboot the virtual machines. So for the tasks that require saving, remember to save the settings and files. Now, all you need to do is to patiently wait for your exam results that you will receive in your registered email, maybe after after 3 United States business days. Finally, taking a Red Hat exam is a lot of fun. Regardless of the results, all professionals I know who took Red Hat exams enjoyed the experience a lot. I'm myself addicted to the thrill of Red Hat exams. I wish you all the best luck passing your Red Hat certification exams and enjoy this magnificent experience. Thank you very much.